So Barack Obama has revealed an eclectic range of music on his iPod, or as it says here in the British paper, this has been in a bunch of the Telegraph. It says his Opod, and I think it's a typo, but it got me thinking that they called it an Opod in England, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it does. Maybe they do.
I don't think so. That doesn't.
I mean, they call cigarettes gay people there, so what?
Bob Dylan. He says at least 30 tracks from Bob Dylan, including Maggie's Farm, which is one of Mr. Obama's favorites. Quote, for the political season, it speaks to me as I listen to some of the political rhetoric. So, JR, if we could hear a little Maggie's Farm, that might help. In the song, Dylan sings about trying to be himself, but, quote, everybody wants you to be just like them. So he's got some Dylan on there. Stevie Wonder. And Obama says, Stevie had that run with Music of My Mind, Talking Book, fulfilling this first finale and Intervisions, excuse me for messing that up, and then Songs in the Key of Life, which is a terrific album. Those are as brilliant a set of 5 albums as we've ever seen. So it's a nice reminder, this is, I think, of how young Obama is. Like, he is still keyed in with, not so much the music of this generation, but music of a recent generation. And he knows something about music.
That's interesting, because I viewed it completely the opposite, because I thought Dylan's like old school, man. I thought Obama was like near our age.
Well, Stevie Wonder,
Nah, not buying it, man. Stevie Wonder is old school.
No, you're mistaken.
I listened to, like, when I was growing up, 1 or 2 Stevie Wonder songs, kind of.
But you're not like the others. Yo-Yo Ma, he's got a little Yo-Yo Ma on there.
This seems tailor-made for a political policy. In fact, I'm not sure I even believe these are actually.
See, I don't think it feels tailor-made to me now either. I don't, and I think as you'll go on, some of it, blues legend Howlin' Wolf. I don't know who that is, but I don't know anything about
He's a blues legend. I mean, how intellectual. I got you.
But blues are good.
Yeah. So
Right. All right, but I don't know anything about blues. I'm sure Howlin' Wolf is well known, and I'm probably being a fool to not know who he is. And then, of course, the part that even I find painful as one of the, I'm very much in the E Street community of people who truly love Springsteen and the E Street Band, and he has Bruce Springsteen because every Democratic politician on the planet has to love Bruce Springsteen. It's the rule, and he says, not only do I love Bruce's music, I love him as a person. Mr. Obama says he has met him and calls him the boss.
Really? Where did he come up with that one?
Painful. Also, 70s disco outfit, Earth, Wind, and Fire, famous for Boogie Wonderland in September. Rolling Stones, with his favorite Stones track being Gimme Shelter. Hip-hop artists Jay-Z and Ludacris. Although, quote, I am troubled sometimes by the misogyny and materialism of a lot of rap lyrics.
Oh, come on! Forget it! This is total politician bullshit!
Cheryl.
Come on. And by the way, he picked the 2 safest hip-hop artists. Jay-Z and Ludacris. Please. Not that there's anything wrong with those guys, but they're the super safe choice, and he has to throw in that misogyny line anyway. Come on.
There's, look, in both, there's obviously, you could complain about misogyny in both those. One could.
Although I'm sure you can. But it's not like he went out there and picked, I don't know, DMX.
Also, Sheryl Crow and jazz greats Miles Davis, Charlie Parker, John Coltrane.
John Coltrane. Now, this thing's picked by his advisors, man.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's painful, and there are hugely political things in there. Like, I'm dubious of his love of Springsteen, and the obvious thing, the misogyny and materialism in the rap lyrics. But the other stuff, I'm sure, is true because that's what a 46-year-old guy would have on it.
It seems like somebody said, all right, how can we get an eclectic collection of music that will appeal across generations and will make you seem really cool? Okay, first of all, people were like, oh, let's put the boss on there. That's a no-brainer, right? And then somebody was like, John Coltrane. Everybody was like, bingo! I don't think anybody's ever actually listened to Coltrane. It's just like, what people do just to appear cool. If you want to make somebody appear cool in a movie, you put like a John Coltrane.
JR, who's like 17 years old. JR, has anyone ever listened to John Coltrane?
Like 3 people, 3 intellectuals in West Village.
John Coltrane is like saying nobody listens to Jay-Z. It's like everybody knows about John Coltrane. If you don't even know anything about the music, which I don't listen to the music, but I know who the hell he is.
He's a big deal. People listen to John Coltrane. People buy his album. He's like Miles Davis. I mean, if you listen to Miles Davis, you'll listen to John.
That's another guy, Miles Davis. Is he on the list?
Yeah.
Of course he is, because that's a guy that you put on a list that is a list of
how old is Obama?
Things to listen to.
Is Obama 46? I think he's 46. But I mean, a 46-year-old black guy in America who has, gone to what? One graduate school, two graduate schools?
One graduate school.
That's who he's going to listen to. That's who's going to be on his iPod, except the stuff he's lying about. Also, he's got the two young girls. You can't have the rap music blaring out all the time with the two young kids in the house.
I'm surprised he didn't have Nora Jones on that list. Not buying this list at all. Not even a scintilla. I don't believe he's listened to any of those.
I don't believe he has an iPod. Jack doesn't think he has an iPod.
I don't think he listens to that iPod. I think it's an iPod they keep around for the reporters. But he doesn't go, let me listen to some Coltrane now. I know a lot of you are thinking, what are you talking about? I listen to Coltrane. I listen to Ludacris, right? And I'm 46 or whatever it is, right? But it's the collection together that's making me doubt the veracity of the whole thing.
But
because it's so perfectly crafted. I mean, could he be listening to Ludacris? Of course. Could he listen to Coltrane, Miles Davis? Of course he could. But he's got a perfect freaking list.
But I have a close friend who would have almost all of these artists on his iPod.
Mm-hmm. So do I, but I believe that guy. That guy's not a politician.